Okay, I think we're live now. It never really tells me for sure. I never really know for sure when I'm live. Welcome to the channel. I'm Joey. This is my YouTube channel, and this is the recording session for our weekly radio show we put out. And I just got to do all the setups. I'm the only one here right now, of course. Comedy Meteorology Report's the name of the show. It's our show about how much the weather sucks. Comedy and meteorology. Comedeorology. It's a science that I invented with the help of Brandon Hauk and Frankie McDonald. Frankie will be here at 7 p.m. We didn't have much of Brandon last week because an epic storm caused a lot of damage in Brooks, Alberta. But the power is back on there now, so I'm pretty sure we'll be seeing Brandon at some point in the near future tonight. I know he's got a new radio station in the mornings. He's going to be on now again. This guy's all over the place, so we'll be excited to have Brandon back to us this week. Yes. Change is saved. I just got to set up all the, got to put the thumbnails up and this and that. It's kind of the boring first couple minutes when I'm just getting myself organized here, telling you all to subscribe, hit like, share, and we will start with weather maps in just a minute's time here. I just got to make sure I put this out to all the social medias. So if you could do the same, tell your friends out there. There's this crazy podcast that goes on every week you watch right here on Caribou Weather Dude YouTube channel. And we have a lot of fun. Okay, we're working. Look at that. The stream is effectively working. Good to know. I can start to share it around here. Yeah, so the big story I think this week we'll be talking about is the thunderstorms and fire threat in BC. That's my big story that we're going to start the top of the show off here, looking at all that. Of course, when Frankie gets here at 7 p.m., we start recording the radio version. The radio version goes on the air on 4 different radio stations. So we do a 1-hour recording session. So it's like the show within the show. This isn't the show. That is the show, but this became the show too. That's kind of our thing we came up with. Like it used to just be we'd show up early and chat, and then after a while we're like, man, this is great. We should just make this part of the show. And then no one shows up from the cast. I think we'll have meteorologist Mark this week as well. It should be good. Should be good when we get some of these people from the cast here. Okay, I got 2 more sharesies to do, and then I'm going to be ready to start off with our young people walking by the house there, ready to start off. Boom. I just hit 11,000 followers. Here comes Brandon. Just hit 11,000 followers today on the Facebook. That's great. Since they monetized my Facebook, it's changing my game. It's changing my world. Man, yeah. One post alone I made yesterday made $40 just for a post. So, I mean, I need this. I need the brand to keep growing. Keep growing. You're there, Brandon. Good.
I am here.
Hey, man, you're back in your chair. You got power on.
Got power, got the Wi-Fi fixed. That got
Hey.
destroyed. So we're all good.
Yeah, your Wi-Fi, it's like a dish you had that faces a receiver or something.
Yeah, kind of bit a dish up there, but I'd say the guys at EID are pretty good. So EID Net, we've had them for about 10 years, and after Thursday, as everybody got their power back online and everything else like that, and then I found out, oh, my internet's still not working. I gotta get that fixed, and I got a message out to them on Thursday evening, and they came first thing Friday morning, 9 o'clock sharp, and jump up on the roof and got it all fixed. It was perfect.
Guess who's just joining us right now, too? He's not
Oh
in
boy.
Churchill. He's not in Churchill, but he's here. He's down in, are you in Ontario right now, Joe Stover?
I'm in Halifax, Nova Scotia.
Oh, that's right. You're going to
Oh
be meeting
yes.
Frankie McDonald tomorrow.
That's right. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's great. He's so excited about it, too.
Oh, me too. It's been a long time coming. How are you guys doing?
Oh,
Great.
wonderful.
It's
Great.
terrific. It's been far too long. I wish I could stay longer, but I had to at least come on and hey, big fan.
Yeah, well, we miss you.
I
We
miss
miss
you
you.
guys. I'm gonna angle it. I'm angling back. I'm angling back where I'm supposed to be angling back to. So maybe I'll be seeing more of you. Hopefully, this is the first of more.
Well, that's good. Like, since you got married, you just went missing.
the house, the wedding, the social, like, oh my goodness gracious, too much, too much.
That's
Oh, yeah.
awesome, Joe. And you're gonna see Frankie tomorrow, and he's really stoked on it. He's
Uh,
really stoked on it.
so I've had a copy of his book almost, after it came out, and that is like I always forget one thing when I go traveling, and that was the one thing I forgot was Frankie's book because I was going to get him to sign it for
You're
me.
gonna have to buy a whole new one.
Hey, Amazon, as awful as they are, was good for something, and I got one overnight delivered to Windsor when I was there the other day. So I've
Awesome.
got the book, and yeah, and so the plan so far is he told us where and when we're going to meet out in the Sydney Boardwalk, and he says I will sign that book for you, and we will take a video for Joey only and the Comedeorological report. So there
That's
you go.
awesome. I
So
like how like back in June he gave you the date. He's like this exact time.
yeah, yeah. So I'm super excited. There's a lot of you guys I have to meet in person. That's for sure. That have been friends for a while, but man, oh man, yeah, I've been buds with Frankie for got to be 8 years now. So yeah, it's time to meet.
I got this from him this week. I'm pretty sure this is the correct one. Let's see. Let's see.
Toast over is heading to Sydney, Nova Scotia
Love it.
to meet me in person on Friday, August 29th, 2025 from Frankie McDonald.
There he goes.
That's wild. I have never heard him use that voice, or not in a long time. So I was like, he must be excited. God, I'm just as excited. I can't wait.
That's the excited voice. Mark Ingalls has joined us now. Karen Richards has joined us. Hank Leistra is walking around. Joe Stover's here. Aw, what a great night it's gonna be, everybody. What a great show we're going to have for you. Okay, well, where are we gonna start tonight? I think we should start with the significant weather outlook for BC tomorrow. Because my thing I want to talk about, I think a lot, is the risk of fire. The risk of fire coming up, folks. As you know, good evening, everybody. Good evening, Mark. Good evening, Hank. As you know, it's been dry and hot in BC. We do have that risk of thunderstorms on Vancouver Island on Friday. Looks like we have a higher chance of storms through the central south interior. Kamloops down through Kelowna, down or towards the Soyuz and maybe Grand Forks. Just inside there. Yes, that's going to be the lightning maker. We do have lightning going on in the province right now, although not a great deal of it. We do have some, mostly confined to the Rocky Mountains at the moment, actually. Okay. Heat warning continues now through Friday in southern BC. And also on the coast now through Friday, extended till Friday up there. Heat warning in Alberta in through early next week, up to 34 degrees. How warm's it been there? How warm are you right now, Hank?
Oh, probably high 20s, but it got to 31 or 32.
Crazy. There's crazy heat going on. And still fire conditions are not great in Nova Scotia. Still not great in Nova Scotia. Let's have a look. What are they saying for all the different kinds of heat there we had? New records yesterday, 31C in Athabasca, 31.6 in Barrhead, 32.3 in Beaver Lodge. Some of these are pretty high, 33.3 in Edmonton. Not bad, Alberta, 32.3 in Jasper. Hot,
Wow.
hot. Red Earth up to 32. 31.2 in Stony Plain, 32.9 in Rainwright. Okay, let's get to some real warm temperatures. Bella, 22.3 beats their old record. From there on in, we're going to go up, up, up. Look at that. Blue River, 33.7. Burns Lake tying their record, 38.2 in Cache Creek yesterday, 35.6 in Clearwater, busting through their old record, just nudging over in Clinton. And nudging over in Fort St. John, Sandspit up to 22.8, even Sandspit breaking records. Northwest Territories, Some places that have been getting up to 30 in the Northwest Territories, even more of them today. Fort Liard at 31.4, Providence at 31.8, Fort Simpson 32.5, 33.5 in Hay River. Nahanni Butte getting up to 34. Do you remember when the Northwest Territories used to be considered like the Arctic? Like, that's how we used to think about it, and no, not anymore. And even in Saskatchewan, up to 31.5, and Buffalo Narrows 30.9, and Stony Rapids. Hot, 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 hot. How hot is it where all of you are?
I think, well, we've been under cloud cover all day, so I think we only did it like 23, 24.
Ooh, not bad. Not
23,
bad.
24. I got 29. Nice. 29.
We had 30.
I got 23.4 right now. I've had some mysteriously high readings on my weather station this week, and I don't trust them. There's some lightning out at the Itches and Ogachas yesterday, and I don't know if this is a new fire. We could find out looking at the BC Wildfire app. But I didn't see any activity there before, and I seen lightning striking right there, so I'm going to assume that's a new fire. It's a really neat volcanic feature there, the Itches and Ogachas. Truthfully, they are related to the Nazca Cone, which is closer to where this guy is. And what happened is the crust of the earth slid over the hot spot. So over time, you can see volcano, volcano, volcano. And then somewhere near Nazca, it's a little less evident, the Nazca Cone from space. As you can see, those are the hot spots. Anyways, not a whole lot of fire activity otherwise. I mean, considering how hot it is, how dry things are getting, we've been lucky again. We've been lucky this year in general. Some activity up north. Now you go look at Northwest Territories and, oof, just a burning up there, burning like wild.
Hey, can I share my screen? I've got a fiery boy.
Yeah, 1 second here. I'll finish looking through this. As you can see, the Yukon's pretty quiet, but up by the, I don't know if that's the North Rockies, the Mackenzie Mountains, maybe that you would call that. And relatively quiet comparatively in Saskatchewan and Manitoba. Relatively quiet.
Since we're talking about fires, here's a pretty good one going on right now in Oregon. Check that out.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. It sticks out like a sore thumb.
Yeah. I saw this when I loaded up my computer and you can see it's putting off pyrocumulus. It's drifting smoke right over my mom's house. This fire has been around. I wonder if I can add more images to this. The fire's been around for a little while now. There's been a lot of new fire starts in Central Oregon or in the Oregon Cascades, with there haven't been so many dry thunderstorms. But this one's really taken off today. This is going to take a second to load in the whole, day and all these images. But we've been under cloud cover all day here in Vancouver, but down there it looks like it's been sunny, other than along the coast. They got that marine stratus going on, dry thunderstorms from the monsoon moisture there in Southeast Oregon. But this is a crazy amount of smoke. I wonder.
We are already losing Joe Stover. I want to say goodbye to Joe Stover.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Goodbye, Joe Stover. I think he's already gone.
Oh, that's too bad.
That is too bad.
What surprises me is I walked outside and there's clouds. I wasn't expecting clouds. We're in the middle of a pretty strong high pressure dome here, but something allowed clouds to form today over here.
Look at these air quality readings over in Bend. This is all hazardous. Maybe I should switch this to the Canadian one. Crap. Oh, here we go.
I need to look at this geosphere site you got there a little more.
Yeah, so here's the Canadian values. Anything over 11 is pretty unhealthy there, and some of these down by Lapine are pushing 30. South side of Bend. My mom lives on the north side of Bend. I'm not going to tell you exactly where, of course, but south side of Bend's really taking it hard. Wow. Well, on the bright side, this is the air quality where I live. Take that,
But
Mom.
Yeah.
That's
yeah,
it.
yeah, and how the air quality in Wells, we don't really have a problem with that too often. Not too often. Okay, I got some more maps to show you. Okay, here we go. Another map coming at you. Fire danger. Um, very, very blue all through Quebec, parts of Ontario. That brief moment of Ontario having fire danger, Southern Ontario, is very unusual. This is back to more what we predictably see in Ontario. The north tends to be more coniferous. It has fire conditions sometimes. It's a little bit less humid up there. To see Southern Ontario a few weeks back, and that goes for Nova Scotia to be this dry at this time of year too. I think that's quite wild. It's really quite wild. Newfoundland's seen a lot of improvement. Meanwhile, seen a lot of improvement in Manitoba, some in Saskatchewan. As you can tell from where we've seen all the hot activity, the Northwest Territories is really bad right now. And BC is drying up, and Northern Alberta is drying up in this heat at present. We'll have a look
I'm
at
in
the.
that I'm in that
Go
red
ahead.
over here, but it's just farmland, so I'm not worried or anything. It's just we're in a bit of uh, a heat wave with no rain lately.
And I don't see a whole lot coming yet.
No,
Like we have thunderstorm patterns starting off here. Really, tomorrow, I think it's going to be. I mean, we've had errant thunderstorms in the province the last couple of days, like nothing, just popcorns, right? They pop up and throw a few bolts, and they don't have the moisture to much sustain themselves, I don't think, present. But I think that will change, right, Mark?
Well, I mean, we were just looking at that thunderstorm risk map, right? It's all pretty much south of 100 Mile, all
uh,
that moisture. And even still,
For Friday, yeah.
yeah, and even still, like, I think there's still a risk of isolated dry thunderstorms. All of this moisture is coming up from the desert southwest, and so basically the further south, the further you get from Arizona, the less moisture you have. And so if you see a thunderstorm, near Osoyoos, there's a good chance it's wet. But if you see a thunderstorm near Prince George, I don't know about that.
Do you have just north of Clean and Clean on Highway 20 a fresh lightning strike? So Chilcotin seeing lightning strike. Couple in the Coast Mountains have been going on the last half hour or so, sort of to the east of Lillooet Lake. Couple shots there, and then the rest is mostly confined to the Rockies right now in the Purcells. A fair number of shots going on there southeast of Revelstoke there, out north of Golden as well in the Columbia, seeing some there, and then a bunch on the Alberta side by Saskatchewan River Crossing, heading up towards the ice fields there. So there is activity at present going on. But I think it's as we come into the weekend, we're going to see that increase. And here's where our buildup index is. And what's the buildup index for those of you who don't know what the buildup index is? What the buildup index basically factors in these things: fine fuel moisture code, the Duff code, the drought code, right? Your ISIs. It try to puts them all together to say where are the problem areas. So the problem areas really, southern BC's a little more fire prone than you might think. Although with the initial spread, not quite as aggressive to take off, right? So maybe in the central interior a little bit. Okay, that's that for now. We got Frankie coming still in 9 minutes' time, everybody. Frankie McDonald, the great Frankie, is coming. He is coming. Yeah, I got these storms right here on radar. We can have a peek at them in 1 second when I get that next screen set up. What do you guys got for the show this week? What are you coming to talk about?
Well,
The weather.
uh,
get hot.
we were all going to talk about Brandon.
Oh, yeah.
No, I just made that up.
Well, we
Well,
could talk about how Brandon can't quite remember to change his units when he's posting graphics saying it's going to be 70 degrees C in Bellingham, Washington.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's pretty hot for Bellingham.
Oh yeah.
70C there, yeah. Yeah, that's why like I don't you guys are special because you forecast for both sides of the border. I just kind of draw a line there and I'm like, nope, you guys don't exist.
I grew up on the other side, and out my balcony, I can see more of the US than I can of Canada. So, yeah.
That's too bad, eh?
Well, I get to see the ocean.
I
That's
suppose
probably
there's
about half
that.
and half, actually.
Joey's got 10,000 reasons to do a show tonight.
10,000 reasons. That's me. Yeah. Crazy. There's so much to talk about. Like a guy, no, it wasn't a guy actually. It was an older lady. She drove her car right through the doors of the driving test center in Sarnia, Ontario, where they do the driving tests. So I'm not sure if she was showing up to take her test or not. That hasn't been made clear yet. Just out of radar range at Saskatchewan River Crossing. And I think these ones out by Clean a Clean, yeah, just the tiniest dot, kind of out of range, but a couple lightning strikes out there. So nothing crazy going on. No, nothing crazy going on. A couple thunderstorms, but I think we're going to see that pick up in the coming days, especially into the weekend. And I'm just setting up the next map to show you.
You don't have to go very far east of the Saskatchewan River crossing before you get into quite a rain shadow area over there. Those Kootenay Plains and David Thompson country, they do not get much rain out there.
Especially because they're
or snow either.
They got the biggest of the mountains, right to their immediate west, right?
Yep.
Friday, Southern BC, looking like action time. Action time. That's the most solid looking thunderstorm map we've seen yet. Most solid looking map. I don't know if severe is on the menu. I haven't really seen anything to indicate severe is coming Friday. Not much of it, at least, if there is.
Looks fairly moderate.
Yes. But
out of monsoon moisture, we don't typically get severe weather. A few of the really big ones do, but monsoon moisture is definitely more of a flash flood threat than a severe threat.
Looking at Saturday right here in the Caribou. Yeah, right on. Up and down the Rockies again. Those foothills looking electric. Same with areas to the north, west of Edmund-Chuck. Lots of lightning. New fire starts coming, friends. New fire starts coming. Look at that. That lingers on for a while in the West Caribou.
That you can count on as lightning. Severe, maybe not.
Yes.
Lightning, yep.
The lightning may be severe enough, though, considering. And look at this. Sunday. Look at that, Hank. Even near you. Lots of thunderstorms for you, Hank. Are you excited?
Are you talking about Monday? I thought it was
Sunday. Sunday, according to ECMWF, which is a pretty reliable modeling system.
That's changed since when I looked at that very same Euro. Yeah, that's the new, new
Joey,
development.
Can I take over?
Yeah, 1 second. Watch that line going through. So, yeah, severe, I don't know. I don't see severe. And then, yeah, we clear back up and stay pretty warm in BC next week.
Yeah, speaking of staying pretty warm in BC next week, here's one for our good friend Karen. So what we're looking at is the modeled temperatures for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. They're all 30 for Prince George, and look at how the model's been trending. So on the left side of the graph, these are the really old models. This one was on the 17th, and on the right side are today's models. And look at how they've been trending all for next week. Just keep getting warmer. We're starting to flat out now a little bit. We're probably pretty close to reality, but 30, 31 to start September in Prince George, British Columbia. Look at
Nice.
that. Thursday's trending warmer. Oh, Friday's trending warmer. That it's going to be a roasty, toasty week to start September in Prince George and the rest of the north. Prince George is the only interior city that this tool has, though.
Good thing I've taken a few days off on holidays.
Yeah, well, you got lots of canning to do, eh?
Yeah. Don't even ask.
Do you have like a canning segment for us tonight to show us all about,
I don't, but I will for next week. I have taken some videos. I'm not quite done yet.
Are you going to bring some down for me next time you're down on the Lower Mainland?
Absolutely, Mark.
Yeah.
All you gotta do is like just hold a can and be like, "This is a can," and talk about it. That's all
I
you
got
gotta
some
do.
maple stuff to bring to you too.
Ooh, yes, please.
I'm on it. I got it.
That sounds excellent. That sounds epic. Yeah,
Hey
did
guys,
you hear about?
good to be back.
Hey, Mike.
Howdy, Mike.
I was just watching your live stream on YouTube and an ad showed up. So they're putting ads on your show.
Good. That's how I eat. Yeah, as well as when people become channel members and things like that. It's great. I actually bought groceries today. That shows an improvement in what's going on in my world as a YouTuber, weather
Word of
forecaster,
advice
weirdo.
though, don't go to Shoppers Drug Mart. It's like $15 for a thing of body wash, shampoo.
Oh,
I don't
go
use
to a
And
shampoo.
price has gone up on everything, including milk and
You don't go to
produce.
a drugstore for shampoo. Come on, man.
Yeah, you don't eat shampoo.
I do need shampoo, otherwise the girls are not gonna like me.
Well, you
So-
get it from a grocery store, man. It's way cheaper.
They're just at Walmart. It's like $6 for a thing of shampoo. So
Yeah.
it's good though, Joey. You got a chance to get some groceries.
Shave your head off, then it saves you money on washing hair, man.
Yeah,
Like
check
Brandon-
this out.
Brandon spends $80 a week on shampoo.
Negative.
But 0 hours a week on doing his hair.
Yes, 0 hours. Zip. I
Takes
let
a
it
lot of
Maybe-
effort.
work by itself.
Takes a lot of effort.
You made
to get
me
hair
laugh,
like
and then I inhaled a freaking mosquito.
that.
Only in
Show title.
Saskatchewan.
That's perfect.
I only had
That's
like 3
Joey?
mosquito bites this year in Manitoba, so I consider that a win.
There's a tiny storm to my north. It must be 200, 300 kilometers away, but I see a storm. Almost straight
Nice.
north of me.
Let me have a look. I'll look on the radar. Oh wait, buttane's down.
Oh yeah, right at Paradise Hill there. Little storm.
That sounds like it.
We had a
I'm
lake
just-
breeze go through about an hour and a half ago when the wind shifted out of the north, and everything smells like corn and canola and fresh sunflower field because everything's evaporating as it cools. If it was any hotter than it was today, I think we would have had a thunderstorm.
Here's Frankie coming on now, which means it's time to get going at 7 o'clock. Recording in progress. That's right. It's the showtime. Showtime. I'm Joey Only. It's the Comedeorological Report. Comedy plus meteorology equals Comedeorology. It's your show about how much the weather sucks. That's right. Yeah, it's the science that I invented with my friends here, Brandon Houck and Frankie McDonald, and all our team of
Special guest.
Comedeorologists. We don't have a special guest because Jordan Carruthers has decided he doesn't want to be on our show. Or he's busy, I guess that's what it was. I don't know if it was personal, Frankie. I don't think it was personal. Apparently he's going to come in October. But he got deployed. I don't know what that means, but it sounds awesome. I know what it means when I got deployed. Sounds great. Okay, it's the Comedy Meteorology Report. Are you ready, Frankie?
Yes.
Okay, I'm ready too. Let's go.
Well, whether it's hot, whether it's cold, whether it's hot, Frankie's got the weather we got. Wait a minute. Well, whether it's cold, whether it's hot, Frankie's got the weather weather or not.
Yes.
Bro-
Major breaking news. Joe Stover's coming to Sydney, Nova Scotia tomorrow evening.
He is. You know, he was on the show already, Frankie. He showed up for 5 minutes, 20 minutes ago to say how excited he was to come on, to go see you. He's in Halifax right now. It's the 28th of August, and Joe Stover is going to be seeing Frankie on Friday, the 29th of August. He can't wait. Joe Stover meeting Frankie. It's your show about how much the weather sucks. Joey only here. You're watching us on Caribou Weather Dude YouTube channel, live streaming every Thursday night at 6:30 p.m. And you're listening to us on C4 88.7 FM in Prince George, CKUW 95.9 in Winnipeg, CFBX 925, Kamloops, and CHLS 100.5 in Lillooet. That's right. It's a brand new show. We got the whole cast with us, minus Joe Stover. He already had to leave. But we have the whole show with us. Of course, the world's greatest weatherman in Sydney, Nova Scotia, Frankie McDonald, will be here to give us the worldwide weather update in just a couple minutes' time. Meanwhile, we also got Brandon Hauk, who's back this week after areas around him were destroyed. His house was nearly destroyed. He was so close to where EF1 damage happened in Brooks, Alberta, just a kilometer from his house. And he's got his Wi-Fi back working. The power is back on in Brooks, Alberta. Brandon Hauk will be with us tonight. Of course, we got, let's go down our list a little bit. We got meteorologist Mark Ingles down there in the lower mainland, Hank Vliestra, the storm chaser in Wilkie, Saskatchewan, walking around. My friend Karen Richards, I just seen not too long ago from Prince George. Mike McGregor just joined us as well in Winnipeg, Manitoba. You never know who else is going to be joining the show. Okay, that I think is all I got for the intros at this time. So we better get on with the real important stuff here, and that's Frankie McDonald himself, the man.
Frankie! Can you yodel for us? Frankie! Who has the worst weather in the world, Frankie?
Ladies and gentlemen, Frankie!
How you doing so far, Frankie McDonald?
I'm doing great so far. After Joe Stover meets Sydney, Nova Scotia, heaviest rain takes place Friday overnight after Joe Stover leaves for the ferry.
Oh, yeah, he's just going to miss the bad weather, is he? That smart guy. Okay, Frankie, what do you got?
And that means that most of the bad weather is going to bypass Port aux Basque.
Right. Oh, he's going to Newfoundland, isn't he?
Yeah.
On his honeymoon.
Then the ferry's going to bypass, the storm's going to bypass Joe Stover. Joe Stover's going to meet me before heavy rain strikes Sydney on Friday night.
Yeah, you're pretty excited.
And New Brunswick and Maine, it's going to get really cold temperatures in Maine, New Hampshire. In Massachusetts, it's going to be really cold temperatures in New York and all those places. In Ontario and Quebec, where base guy is.
Yeah.
Then they got really hot weather in British Columbia right now.
Very hot, Frankie.
That's going to trigger a lot of fires. That means there's a good chance that you getting deployed fighting the fires before the season's over.
There's new fires. One in the Caribou there near Caverly. One that just lighting up here. I just noticed Angela's saying. New fire here.
That means you could be getting deployed before the season's over.
It's possible, Frankie. It's been over 40 Celsius 3 days in a row in Lytton.
It's
3
really
days
hot
in a
there.
row.
And it's
Nothing
really,
like that
really
ever happened before.
That's what's going on in Florida right now. And this weekend coming, it's a long weekend, both Canada and the United States. Both me and Jason Marshall has a long weekend on the same day on September 1st. Both Jason Marshall and I.
Are you going to go on the Jason Marshall show?
That means and Jason Marshall, and he's not doing the show this Sunday because of Labor Day.
Ah, right. Okay. What else
Then they
you
got some rain heading for base guys area Friday as well. They got some rain heading showers heading for Maine, New Hampshire, Vermont, Massachusetts, all those places. Lots of rain and thunderstorms in Texas, Oklahoma, Kansas, Nebraska, South Dakota, and North Dakota. And the really hot temperatures in western United States. You got cool temperatures heading down Florida as well. The next week you got warm weather fighting back here. And then you got cold weather going all the way down the southern states. Then you got some really hot air all across British Columbia next Friday as well. That might trigger a lot of fires again. And
it's going to stay hot, isn't it?
And Great Lakes regions is cooler than normal. And the weather all across the Western Pacific, like a lot of rain, thunderstorms going on in there's a hurricane developing on September 1st. Multiple tropical storms developing off west coast of Mexico. A lot of rain and thunderstorms going on in Mexico right now. So it's Guatemala, Costa Rica, El Salvador, Niger, Honduras, and Panama. As of right now, in this weekend and the next weekend. Next month is the last month of monsoon season in India. And the weather all across South America. A lot of rain, thunderstorms in Venezuela, including Colombia, including Ecuador, Bolivia, parts of Peru. It's really dry in northern Chile right now. Then you got lots of rain in northern Argentina right now. You got snow up in the mountains and in northwestern Argentina and western Argentina up in the mountains. It's really dry in west coast of Chile right now. In southern Chile, snow up in the mountains and rain in coast areas of Chile right now. It's really dry in Amazon rainforest right now. Amazon rainforest is soon entering the wet season.
Yeah, meteorological spring for them, eh?
Yeah, time springs ahead next weekend in Chile.
Everybody in Chile who's listening to the show, don't forget to spring your clocks forward. Meteorological fall starting here, Frankie. Doesn't feel like it.
Meteorological spring starts in New Zealand on September 1st.
Yeah, September 1st, everybody. That's your meteorological seasonal change. That's not the 21st. I don't think so. You're already into the fall by the time the 21st comes. That's the astronomical season.
And in southern Argentina and Falkland Islands, it's really cool right now. Their meteorological spring starts September 1st. It's going to get really cold in Falkland Islands and southern Argentina as well. And the weather all across Europe right now. Lots of rain going on in England, Wales, Scotland, Ireland right now, in parts of rain heading towards France and Rome, Italy, and all those places, and northern Italy and Milo, Cortina, Italy, home of the 2026 Olympics. It's really warm in Spain right now. It's hot in southern Spain and Portugal right now. Lots of rain going on in Norway, Finland, Sweden, and Bosnia, Croatia, and all those places right now. In the weekend, then it's going to turn dry this Sunday and Monday coming. I got more rain heading towards there on Wednesday as well. It's really dry in Albania, Greece, and Turkey right now. Romania and Bulgaria is really, really hot there right now. And Balkans. And a lot of rain, thunderstorms in Bosnia and all those places right now. In Ukraine, it's really hot there right now. In Moscow, Russia's finally getting a heat wave.
Finally getting a heat wave in Moscow, eh?
Moscow, Russia's finally getting the hot weather.
That'd be weird. Weird for Moscow to have, maybe to warm their cold hearts up, Frankie.
The Moscow, Russia's finally getting the hot weather around this weekend coming. Really hot weather aiming towards Moscow, Russia as well. It's really hot in Ukraine right now, in Sochi, Russia, Grozny, Russia, and all those places. And in southwestern Pacific and in East Asia, there's a lot of rain and thunderstorms going on in China right now, in Hong Kong, Wuhan, China, Beijing, China, and North Korea, South Korea, in thunderstorms, rain, and really humid temperatures in Japan right now. It's really hot and humid in Sapporo, Japan, and Hagedale, Japan, Tokyo, Japan, Kyoto, Japan. And not much typhoons going on in Japan lately because of possible La Nina.
Not much typhoons lately. That's good news for
Japan.
And
it got some rain and fall-like temperatures up in Siberia right now, like Yakutsk and Norilsk, Russia, Magadan. They're in the fall right now. Leaves already changed colors up in Siberia right now. Same with Fort McPherson, Northwest Territories, Dawson, Dawson, Yukon, and Inuvik, Northwest Territories, and Tuktoyaktuk, Northwest Territories, and Klukatuk, Nunavut. Leaves that changed into different colors already.
It's been 30 Celsius up in the Northwest Territories this week, Frankie, even today.
Up in Yellowknife, it's really, really hot there right now. It's really cool in Whitehorse.
Yeah, it's a little better there. What about across Asia?
Then you got high winds and heavy rain heading towards Klukatuk tomorrow night where Olivier is.
Oh, yeah, okay. What about Asia, Frankie?
A lot of rain, thunderstorms going on in the Philippines right now. Cambodia, Vietnam, Laos, Thailand, Myanmar, Bangladesh, Indonesia, Malaysia, Singapore right now. Over in India right now, so much rain, thunderstorms going on in Mumbai, India right now, including Delhi, India, and parts of Nepal, and snow up in the mountains, Nepal. And eastern Pakistan, lots of rain, thunderstorms going on right now. It's really dry in Afghanistan, Iran, Iraq, Syria, Saudi Arabia, United Arab Emirates, Oman, Yemen, and all those countries. And for Sudan, there's lots of South Sudan and Ethiopia, lots of rain and thunderstorms going on right now. It's really dry in Egypt, Libya, Algeria, Morocco right now. It's really, really hot there, desert-like heat. A lot of rain, thunderstorms coming off the coast of Africa, West Coast Africa. It's lots of rain, thunderstorms in Nigeria again, and all those places right now. In Southern Africa, it's really, really hot and dry in Namibia right now, in Angola. Then it got some cool weather fighting back in South Africa. It's warm in South Africa right now. It's really dry in Mozambique, in Madagascar, Mariana, Mauritius Islands, and southern Zimbabwe. They be finishing up the dry season too. Then in Florida's LJ will be going away once again into our winter. Florida's LJ and the water goes away, and LJ comes to Mozambique instead.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
That means a lot of bacteria will be going to the southern hemisphere. And down Florida, bacteria will be fleeing Florida for the winter, and bacteria will be heading to southern hemisphere.
Oh, the bacteria, eh?
And it's really dry in Perth, Australia after a big rainstorm. Last weekend, they got lots of rain and cold temperatures. The wind heading towards New South Wales, Australia, Sydney, Brisbane, Melbourne, Australia, Tasmania, Australia. They got really cold temperatures, warm air, cold air fighting each other. Then you got some Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And Southern Hemisphere meteorological spring in Southern Hemisphere starts on Monday. And last weekend in September, time springs ahead in Australia.
Ah, that's a great worldwide weather report, Frankie. That's a
And
great
the weather all
worldwide.
across New Zealand is lots of cold temperatures in New Zealand right now, lots of rain and snow in Queenstown, New Zealand this weekend coming. Then it gets a heavy rain in Auckland, New Zealand, Gisborne, New Zealand, New Plymouth, New Zealand, Hamilton, New Zealand, Wellington, New Zealand, and Nelson, New Zealand, Greyhound, New Zealand, Christchurch, New Zealand, with cold temperatures including Dundee, New Zealand, Invercargill, New Zealand, snow in the forecast including other places called Queenstown, New Zealand as well. It's really hot there. It's really cold there right now. Their Southern Hemisphere spring starts on September 1st, the meteorological spring. And did you hear about this? Australia will be getting a lot of severe thunderstorms and hail September and October, November. There'll be Southern Hemisphere spring. And did you hear about this? Sydney, Australia, Northern Australia will be getting a lot of bacteria in the water in December, January, February. LJ will be in Southern Hemisphere then. LJ will be fleeing Florida for Southern Hemisphere this winter coming.
Okay, I got a video to show you here, Frankie.
And I've got something to say. Time springs ahead in New Zealand, first weekend in October. And in Antarctica, it's getting daylight as of right now. Up in the Arctic, starting to get some darkness. Once again, around September the 22nd, there'll be 12-hour daylight, 12-hour darkness of both the Arctic and Antarctica, both North Pole and South Pole.
Okay, Frankie, so you're so excited about Joe Stover. You made this great video.
Yes.
Because Joe Stover is coming to visit you tomorrow after many months of long waiting. He's on his honeymoon with Nicole, and they're going to go and they're going to see you tomorrow in Sydney, Nova Scotia. And I can tell you're excited because of the voice you made, Frankie.
Joe Stover is heading to Sydney, Nova Scotia to meet me in person on Friday, August 29th, 2025 from Frankie McDonald.
Is that your excited voice, Frankie?
Oh my God, severe flood in Kolyma area. Here's the thing from Russia.
Okay, we got Frankie's Russia videos of the week, everybody. Radio listeners, get ready. I'm going to describe them to you. And
that's on Kolyma Highway.
And for people who maybe are visually impaired. Okay, Frankie, let's see your video. What do you got?
And radio listeners, maybe turn down your audio a little bit. This might be a little aggressive.
Yeah, sometimes it's a little loud, Frankie's. Like last time it was like a whole bunch of Russians just screaming. They're just like, ah! It was really loud. Screaming because of the bad weather, eh? Nothing's funnier than screaming Russians, personally, but so I'm always hoping every week when Frankie brings up the Russia weather videos that there's some kind of screaming involved. You got it there, Frankie?
There's a big hailstorm there.
You got the video ready?
I'm seeing the Russian videos first.
Oh, he's gonna.
And here's a August 28th, the tornado outbreak in Siberia.
Tornado outbreak in Siberia, even. Yeah, they get a lot more tornadoes in Russia than you think. You know, it's a big place. There's a lot of room for tornadoes there.
That's the same with the BC interior. For
It's
those
true.
keeping track at home.
That's true. Yeah, BC interior not likely necessarily, but it does happen. It does happen. Well, we're waiting for Frankie's videos to get ready here. Anyone got a question for Frankie? Brandon Hauk, you got a question for Frankie? Karen, Mark, anybody here got a question for Frankie?
I have something I can show you.
Show us.
I got to get back to the app here. Oh, that's the wrong one. Oh, there we are. Okay. Sorry. There's that storm. If I can go up, the other up. Yeah, that's that distant storm over there near Paradise
Very
Hill.
distant, eh? Very distant. That's near St. Walburg. It just went
that was not on my bingo card for today. And look at this. That's pretty nice.
You got a beautiful image of the sunset for you radio listeners over Saskatchewan with the train there and everything. Yeah, fresh lightning strikes at Frenchman's Butte. Frenchman's Butte. St. Walburg there. Some lightning going on. A little bit of lightning in Saskatchewan. Not a whole lot. It's pretty quiet tonight. We do have a bit of BC there happening in the Rockies still. Well, in the Selkirks, I guess.
So there is a you can see on the Cold Lake radar, there's some sort of boundary, maybe a front moving south from Cold Lake towards Beacon Hill. And I wonder if, number one, the storm near Paradise Hill is going to survive until it reaches there. And number two, what'll happen? Sometimes these boundaries can really flare up these storms. It's really subtle on the radar. You can just barely pick it out. But it's approaching Beacon Hill. It's probably still got a while yet. How far is that?
You know, like that little bit of interference. Yeah, I see what you're talking about. I could turn it on.
That's still like 60 kilometers away, so it may be an hour yet. But yeah, I wonder what's gonna happen with that.
My nearby storm does not look good, but there's some in the distance over near Alberta border that do look like they have an updraft going on a couple of places out there.
It's that kind of week where we're like, there's one thunderstorm on the prairie, and we're hoping for a second one.
Yep.
Kind of like me today, there was a cluster of thunderstorms by Winnipeg Beach and by Netley and Petersfield I was watching, and they were popping up and dying, popping up, dying, and then as it got close to me, it pretty much petered out to the point I thought, I lost hope. There's no more storms here. But we got a nice little gust front tonight, which helped cool our temperatures down.
Some lightning up in Rogers Pass right now. Not a whole lot of trees in Rogers Pass. I mean, there's some, but it's a pretty rocky place there. So I'd like to see that lightning hit the rocks and not the trees and keep that fire danger down.
Let me see if there are Frankie videos.
Yes, I got others. You're not going to show your Russia videos this week, Frankie?
Some of it. It's a hailstorm and things like this.
Yeah, we were hoping you'd show it. Here's a Frankie video, though.
This is Frankie McDonald, my old TV station, live from Sydney, Nova Scotia. It is Muggy-O and Howie Center, Nova Scotia right now. And the heavy rain's about to start in Perth, Australia on Sunday into Monday. Sunday, August 24th to the Monday, August 25th. It's going to bring a whole lot of rain in Perth, Australia, surrounding areas. Right now, I'm in the Howie Center, Nova Scotia. Things are going great so far. And see you soon. And tell everyone I say hi for Frank Dowell.
Hey everyone, Frankie says hi. Just so you know. We got that one. We got another Frankie video too you sent me this week. You want me to play that one, Frankie?
That means that people in Perth, Australia see this place is strange because cars drive on the opposite side of the road for them.
Yeah, they would think this place is strange. I think this place is strange. All right, here's another Frankie video. Check this one out.
Yeah.
Hey everybody, my name is Frankie McDonald. You're listening to Comedeorological weather report with Joey Holly every Thursday nights at 7 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Atlantic. It's on YouTube channel, Caribou Weather Dude, Joey Holly, Caribou Weather Dude on YouTube. From Frankie McDonald.
That's my favorite Frankie video ever, I'm pretty sure. Like, I really like that one. That one's great. That one's great. If there's no other questions for Frankie on the panel here, maybe I'll head.
I have a question.
Okay, Mike.
Frankie, where is the most dangerous weather in the world happening this week?
Somewhere
I know
in Southeast Asia.
Phoenix had a dust storm. Anything like that?
A lot of rain thunderstorms in China, even in Vietnam, Laos, Thailand. They're in the rainy season. Mumbai, India is getting so much rain that's really dangerous weather for them. Monsoon season.
There we go. Some of the worst weather in the world.
The Brandon Houck Report.
Oh, hi. This is the Brandon Houck Report.
Brought to you by
Smoking Good Barbecue.
All right, he's back. He's back this week. Brandon Houck is back after all the destruction. Talk to us, Houck.
Yes, I will talk to you all about all the things I've done in the last week. We'll go through the storm. We'll go through everything in between there. And speaking of barbecue, I was at a Smoking Good barbecue last night. And, we hosted a Smoking Good barbecue. It was a lot of good steak, Backyard Barbecue Bash was a success. We might be doing that again. You never know. I think we're going to be doing it again at our stations. And then next week it's Meals in the Field. So this is just the start of Smoking Good barbecue season around here. No, next week we're going for the briskets. So, look out. Briskets on the way, on the menu. Okay, now we got to talk about last week. As I say, we had a lot of action in our neck of the woods, and Northern Tornadoes Project released their report today. I'm going to go through that report right now and break down everything that everybody needs to know on this situation that we had on August the 20th, because we haven't had much weather after that day. And it's been, last Friday, I got my internet repaired, so that was good. So I could do the show tonight and tell you all about the storm and do a very much so long duration report on the storm from last week. So this is latest from Northern Tornadoes Project. We will read it all here based on the witness reports, damage surveys, analysis of radar, satellite imagery. The NTP is confirming an EF1 downburst at the Brooks, Alberta area occurred with the long-lived wind hail storm that hit southern Alberta, parts of southern Saskatchewan on August the 20th. The supercell thunderstorm originated in the foothills south of Calgary near 3 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time, rapidly transformed into a well-organized and damaging wind and hail storm, more like a bow echo type storm, so called for its bow-like shape. It caused the worst damage in the Brooks, Alberta area, but continued into southern Saskatchewan with hail damage from the storm visible as a scar on satellite imagery stretching from west of Brant, Alberta to Beachy Provincial Pasture in Saskatchewan with a length of over 400 kilometers. Now, there is extensive damage roughly west, southwest, east, northeast of the corridor, northwest and north of Brooks, measuring over 22 kilometers in the length, up to 6 kilometers in width. High volumes of hail with maximum estimated diameters of 40 to 50 millimeters were driven by winds exceeding 120 kilometers an hour over the period of 20 minutes or more. The Northern Tornado Project survey identified a downburst with maximum winds of up to 165 kilometers an hour in this area. The failure of metal truss electrical transmission towers typically requires higher wind speeds, but the combination of wind and copious amounts of large hail in this case may have contributed to the failure. This will be studied further, and rating for this downburst may be upgraded based on the results. The event summary of the downburst provided below, and we're going to go there. Here we go. So this is the description here. So damage to several transmission towers last week on Wednesday, light poles, structures, farm buildings, homes, and warehouses. And some homes with hail damage actually saw hail damage not just on the outside of the homes, but also inside the homes, because the wind was so intense that it was knocking the hail through the windows, and people had hail damage inside their own homes last week there, especially north of Brooks, as that line tracked its way through. So trees also reported damage near Brooks area, also near castles and south of Dutchess, Millicent after the storm passed through the area. Significant hail damage was also reported. No injuries were reported with this event. Probably a few little minor ones, but thankfully that wasn't the case, especially with those power lines coming down on the highway and some people got trapped under some of those power lines. Last Wednesday, as those things came down on the Trans-Canada Highway, which is the one of the largest highway networks here in Canada. And so thankfully that wasn't the case there. And I have a Facebook friend who also had a pretty good bruise on his side there after his truck got pretty much flipped and pushed right into the ditch there last week there. So yeah, as they say, things are a lot worse. But
insane.
Insane indeed. My goodness. But there were some farm animals that did die in this situation. There's the White Bar Fun Farm, just north of my place there, and they had sadly a camel that they had there lost his life there. So
a camel got killed at the fun farm.
Yeah, a camel.
That's just cruel. Nature's cruel sometimes.
Yeah.
I mean, there's so many cows they could have picked from, like on just any old ranch. It's like, but it had to be the fun farm. The fun farm had to get destroyed and lose a camel. It's crap, I say.
So that was the situation there. The Northern Tornado Project's ground drone survey was completed August 22nd, 23rd. So intermittent damage over an area approximately 22 kilometers long and 6 kilometers wide. Satellite imagery review as well. EF1 downburst winds gusts 165 kilometers an hour. Now, after the storm, I did do a little bike trip through the damaged path, and definitely you can. It's pretty much the further south you go, it's green, it's lush. The corn crops look really good. Just to the south of me here, you get into my area where I am here, definitely some crop damage. There's still some leaves on the trees here. Still the grass is still around. And then you go a little further north of my place here, and we have pretty much, it looks like the dead of winter, where the trees, there are literally no leaves left on those trees. The grass is just ripped right out. So it's just, it's insane. It looks like you're entering a different planet. And then you go just a little further north of there, and then everything's fine again. So it's pretty incredible, the amount of damage this has done in this area. Now,
it's one of the crazier damage paths I've seen in, recent memory.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I've never seen
in Canada
trees completely stripped of leaves by hail. That's amazing.
Yeah, hail and wind. So
wind-hail combo.
Wind-hail combo, so you get hit with the hailstone and 165K wind gusts. And, those leaves are gone. And it's pretty phenomenal to see that, especially, and those transmission towers as well. So if it was a little bit further to the south, that line goes right over the golf course where I golf at. So it could have been a lot worse if the track of the storm was just a little further south with those transmission towers. So, that was quite insane stuff indeed. And then I also I'm going to go through the mail that I got for this week here too, coming up just shortly here. So we'll talk about that in just a second. But the heat wave, as we go through the weekend here into this week, it's been sunny, it's been dry. This has definitely been our driest month of the whole summer because it's been so wet, so damp, and all of a sudden we're into the heat, we're in the dryness here, and that's going to continue into the weekend and into early next week there. Anything else? Yeah, so over the weekend, went to Calgary, met a guy named Tom, who's probably at the pool again today. I would not be surprised, at the swim pool bar there. And then I went to the Great Outdoors Comedy Festival. That was awesome, too. And then I get back to the station, and, well, I have some good mail this week, and I've got some okay mail, some fan mail. I got quite a bit of fan mail this week, actually. The one piece of fan mail that I got this week was pretty incredible. I'm going to talk about that coming up in just a second here. But
I wouldn't call it fan mail.
Well, at least I have 3 things of fan mail this week.
Okay, good.
2 that are really, really good. Really, really good. One's still not delivered to me yet, but it's on the way. And then Yeah, so I'll go through that. But before I get to that, I got to talk about the storm that's going through the Arctic first, because I have this is the one that's been eye candy for me this week. Is this intense low pressure system moving into the northern Arctic? So areas like from Resolute to Pond Inlet could be in for 10 to 20 centimeters of snow this weekend. And winds, especially along the Arctic coast, could gust 90 plus kilometers an hour. So this could be a pretty big storm for the Arctic this weekend. So just had to touch base on that too. Okay, now I'm going to read this letter that was left at the radio station for me. As last week, a lot of you probably know that all the news agencies were calling me last week from this storm. And, oh yes, and I ended up in the Calgary Herald, which is pretty awesome, I have to say. At Calgary Herald, and we have this guy who's been writing to our station for ever since the station's been around. So he doesn't let anybody in this. Take this as a grain of salt. Okay, take this as a grain of salt.
That's more than a grain of salt. That's like one of those big blue salt blocks the cows lick.
yeah. There you go. You can do that way. Okay. So this is pretty good. And I've read a couple of his letters on this show already. And those letters, I have to say the best one was still that one song, and it still makes me laugh. And we have that letter just pretty much stuck on the wall. The boss gets letters too from this guy, and we keep the letters and we put them in a collection. We have a full collection of these letters around the station
in a box that's marked "Crazy Stalker Guy," who we're all scared of.
Yeah, there you go.
Drop them right outside your building, right? They put it right outside your building.
Yeah, he puts it right on the door. So he puts a piece of tape on the door and plants it on the door of the station.
You got a security camera. Have you figured out who this nut is?
Oh, we know who it is. We know who he is. We know what he looks like. Oh yeah, we know. It's a small city. We know everybody. We know everybody. Okay, so here we go. So tell us something, please, concerning the wind and hailstorm. In the Calgary paper, it stated a quote from weather specialist Brandon Hauk, who said he was a weather specialist. Who said that? What weather school did he graduate from? Where? Is he certified meteorologist or just a self-appointed glorified specialist? All he does is read a processed paper. Oh yes, expanding the weather off, or pretty much reading the weather off of a computer screen. Who gave the weather specialist remark to the Calgary paper? Who did it? And I'm gonna tell you who did that. That was me. I did that.
I wanna chime in here.
Oh yeah.
Because we know that your number one fan is listening. With the powers invested in me by Mississippi State University as a meteorologist, I certify Brandon Hauk as a weather specialist.
Can you do me too?
And Joey, if you're on the show, you're certified.
Okay, see?
Through my authority as a meteorologist.
Take that, trolls.
All right.
Freaking trolls.
Great.
So there
we go. Now I'm going to get to the other impressive. So the mail that's going to be delivered to me in the next day or so is I've got some fans that are on the West Coast, actually, out in Nanaimo and in Mark's area. And they're going to be bringing
You're kind of stretching it there, calling Nanaimo my area.
Yeah, hey, don't poach fans from our region.
Well,
man.
they went through your area. Let's say.
I see.
Yes,
okay,
they had to go through the ferry to get back to here,
Yes.
And they have to drive the delivery package from that place to this place. So.
Yeah, that makes more sense then.
So, anyways, they're picking up some coho salmon and prawns for me, and they're bringing it to my place tomorrow. So that's going to be pretty awesome. And then now this other mail, this is more weather related here. And I was not expecting this to happen this week after that storm. And because, well, I'm a weather dweeb and dork and such here, let's go through this letter.
Brandon.
Specialist, that's the word.
There we go. Weather specialist. All right. So here we go. So this one individual messaged me. And they say, hey, I got something to drop off at the station for you. Okay, sweet. After that
Tape
big
it
storm
to
that we
the
had
door.
yeah. Actually, they're pretty nice. So they actually showed up yesterday before our party. So they showed up at the door with this big envelope. Okay, so it has my name on it, and they're really really nice about it. And they have this letter written in here. All right, so thank you for accepting these documents. My grandfather was a meteorologist in the 50s and the 60s and 70s. Okay, he worked in Lethbridge, Calgary, and his name was J. Cyril Grady. Okay, I think I'm saying that right. And we hope you enjoy reading these articles as much as he did. Sincerely, the Grady family. So here are a pile of, oh yeah, this is like a pile of different articles, everything of all the storms, hail studies, everything that from the 50s and 60s this guy wrote up here. And
That'd be fascinating.
They all decided to give that all to me for my
How
enjoyment.
amazing for you, Brandon.
Oh yeah.
You gotta love the 50s and 60s, like 2 decades worth of everything is like still a handful.
Oh yeah. So
kind
it's
of.
like,
Did you ever read the book I sent you for the ham radio and
oh yeah,
history of radio?
I've read
For my
that. Yes, I
grandfather.
have.
Are those letters from meteorologists that have heard of you, and they're writing? Sorry.
So the family here, they probably followed me for quite a while. And they've had all this stuff from the 50s, 60s, and they've been holding on to this stuff, I guess, for probably a while. And yeah, they just out of the blue after that storm last week decided they wanted to hand it over to me. So
I've been getting some great letters myself, letters of support and reference letters and things like that from people who want to help grow what I've been doing here. And I'm really thankful for them. Really thankful for them. Got one from Karen, even, who's here on the panel. And Shelly Solinsky, I read hers out on my short on my channel this morning there. Thank you, Shelly, for these great letters. And hopefully the grant writer and everything I'm fighting and doing in life right now will benefit from having these letters. So, and someone sent me some old posters that were from forestry in the 1960s here in BC about forest fires. That was their dad. So I know us weather nerds love getting presents. We love getting presents. Anything else for you this week, Brandon?
other than what else? Oh yeah, there's a food fight this week in Spain. 120 tons of tomatoes were thrown just the other day in Spain.
The world's biggest food fight, eh?
Yeah, one of the world's biggest. It happens every year. And 120 tons of tomatoes.
That is
Where was
crazy.
that?
At where is that? Bunal, Spain. I think I said that right. Yeah.
Now, what I got here, this image I pulled up here. See, Joe Stover's going out to Newfoundland, and tomorrow in Newfoundland, they're going to launch a rocket into space, which may sound crazy. I mean,
That is crazy.
Well, it is crazy, too, that they chose Newfoundland. But, I mean, it makes sense because you might think it's goofy, but the man on the moon is a Newfie. Right? So.
Thank you for that bit of Canadian culture today.
Have you heard that song before, Mark?
No.
It's a Stompin' Tom Connor song. You might think it's goofy, but the man in the moon is a Newfie. He's sailing on to glory, away on the golden dory. Sailing on to glory, away on the golden dory. Yeah, Codfish Dan from Newfoundland. He dreamt he had 3 wishes, so he took Mars and all the stars. He turned them into big fishes. He said the sky was much too wide. He made a wavy motion, and the moon like a boat began to float upon the starry ocean. Yes, so no one told the Newfies it's going to be really hard to fit in that thing. So good luck to them. But that's what they're doing. Of all the places in Canada, though, too, it's like that's the worst place for weather. It's like you're going to make a space station in Newfoundland. It's like, we're just asking for half of our launches to be canceled or more.
The reason why they do that is because they can shoot it with the direction of the Earth moves. They shoot it over the ocean. And so if you launched from, like, say, Brandon's puddle and the launch failed, then all that debris is going to come down on Moose Jaw. Whereas if you launch from Newfoundland and the launch fails, all of that debris comes down where the Titanic sank.
I mean, I don't really see a problem with debris falling on Moose Jaw personally, but in fact, they'd probably love it there.
Well, I mean, I've been to Moose Jaw and they have a giant moose statue, so that'd probably be destroyed too.
It'd be like 50 years from now, people be sitting around the coffee shop. They'd be sitting there in Timmy's and Moose Jaw. I'd be like, remember that time something happened?
Yeah,
Like,
that's true. They would talk about it for generations for sure.
Oh, it's a piece of a Newfie rocket fell on us. But yeah, you think like who's got the best weather? Like Alberta or somewhere, right? Or it's just like if you want a stable platform to have a space station, I wouldn't have
Well, I
chosen
mean,
Newfoundland.
it'd be fine if it dropped on Winnipeg.
So, a meteorologist, Mark Ingalls, we're going to turn the show over to you here in a second. I don't have the thing ready because I was too busy doing other things, showing you Newfie rockets, and that put me behind on my whole intro thing. Okay, here you go. Finally, you
just got the fat check for pushing that.
My name, Mark Ingalls.
Pushing that agenda. It says here, HARP, climate change, whatever, in my bank account.
Whatever in my bank account.
Whatever.
That's
Mark. Right. Good evening, everybody. Well, I don't have super long tonight, but I do want to talk about we've got double upper level lows off the Washington coast tonight. That's spinning up some of this moisture, pulling it up from the remnants of a tropical storm off of Baja, and it's coming through Arizona, through the monsoon, and all the way up this way. So we've had a lot of dry thunderstorms in especially the Washington Cascades, but a little bit into southern BC too. We're going to get hot next week. The heat rebuilds, highs around 30 for Prince George to start September. And I think it's going to be pretty warm here too, down in the lower mainland. I think Abbotsford's definitely going to exceed 30. Let's see, what are we going to do here in White Rock? 27, yeah, that's pretty hot. And I don't care though, on Monday, September 1st, do you know what happens at my house, Karen?
What?
We are setting up for Halloween.
No, go away already.
That's right, folks. Halloween's my favorite holiday, and I have
He's getting his pumpkin spice latte. Yeah.
Yeah, yes, that's right. Well, I don't drink coffee, but yeah, that's right. Pumpkin spice everything. September 1st, it's coming quick. And to the haters, all I gotta say is I'm a lot happier having Halloween decorations up in September than you are being angry about me having Halloween decorations.
Oh, Mark, seriously.
I'll go write a letter and
Seriously.
put it on your door.
Well, at least make it legible, Brandon, so that I can at least read the hate. The thing that you don't see about the hate mail that Brandon gets is that it's so like chicken scratch scrawled. You almost need like a linguist to decipher this thing. I told him he needs to put a sign on the radio station that says, "Please make all your complaints legible so that we can judge you properly as we read it."
You think there's any chance like that guy stabs? Think there's any chance that guy stabs Brandon?
I think there is a non-zero risk, but based on the guy's handwriting, I don't think he's very quick. So, I think Brandon Howe could just hop on his bike and take a leisurely ride up to the golf course and be fine.
I'd still watch out for that guy.
I think Brandon will be completely fine. He's got enough muscle to fight off people.
So,
he's a tough guy.
Quickly, I guess this isn't I don't have much weather to talk about, but Brandon Hauk, Akalia, my daughter, came home from preschool the other day and she told me, she was like, "Dad, did you know that Canadians prefer Sony and Americans prefer JBL and Mexicans prefer Bose?" And I told her, I was like, "Akalia, we don't talk about that. Those are stereotypes."
Oh.
Really?
Horrible.
All right, that's all I got for you guys tonight. Sorry, it's mostly not weather related. It's been a week here. I'm playing single dad as Alicia's traveling for work, so I'm exhausted.
So that's why you're like doubling down on the dad jokes right now. You're like, I'm
yeah,
all
that's right.
alone, so I have to do twice as much dad joking.
That's right. So all the single parents, I mean, my mom was a single parent. I have obviously respect for single parents, and this week reinforced it. I
All right,
can't do it. That doesn't mean I want to.
Now, meanwhile, in Alberta, it says basically as Albertans, all they do is complain about how hot it is until one day they switch and complain about how cold it is. They repeat this and cycle, and then they die.
We do that here in the lower mainland too. The range is just a lot smaller.
It's true. There was a major boat accident in Kelowna last night, sent 12 people to the hospital. Unbelievable. You should see the picture of the boat. And the two boats like on top of each other. It's nuts. Okay, Mike McGregor, what about you in Winnipeg? What's going on there? I think Mark is already he just didn't even say goodbye. He's just gone. He's gone. He has to because he doesn't drink coffee. So he's like, he needs extra sleep.
Well, he's like one of those guys that can't survive unless he actually has like a Red Bull or caffeine to get him through the show.
Well, I could tell you I don't drink coffee either. So.
Oh, you purists, eh?
I don't drink coffee either, and I survive.
You guys are really devout. Really devout. Yeah. Okay.
Anyways, it's been quiet. I'm actually kind of feeling like fall vibes the last week or so. It's been ever since that big rainfall we had last week. It's been chill, chillier in the mornings. I think we got up to 3 degrees one morning in Verdun and Souris region, and I'm starting to see some fall foliage here. Some good news in regards to the wildfire situation up north. They had 100 millimeters of rain up by Thompson, and areas that are out by the northern parts of Manitoba. So the wildfire situation has gone down. A lot of the moisture has been kind of helpful for the wildfires. And then this past week, temperatures have actually been on the uprise, up in the upswing. Today we got about to 28 degrees, felt like 34, if I'm correct. We also got 26 yesterday, felt like 31. And looks like we're going to be getting into a mini heat wave this week. I'm looking forward to going out and sun tanning, and went swimming yesterday. I think I'm going to go again. It's supposed to be like 33 degrees on, I think, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And then on Monday and Tuesday, there's a chance for some more convection and thunderstorms. Speaking of thunderstorms, I got some photos of that big weather event I had last week. I'm just going to pull it up on my screen if you guys want to go ahead. But it looks like our last round of severe thunderstorms are possible on Monday or Tuesday at the strong northwest flow. Mark was talking about thunderstorms in BC. I think that same kind of upper pattern is heading our way. Sorry, I'm kind of unprepared for the photos, but yeah, that lightning storm we had last week, really looking forward to seeing something like that again. But I might have to wait till May next year. Justin's been saying, you're probably better off waiting until May next year. I don't want to have to wait 6 months, but Mark's got his Halloween decorations coming out September 1st. So, I mean, if he's the guy putting Halloween decorations up, I'm probably already out of luck.
Mine don't ever come down. My house, anybody who's been here can tell you. Hilding would tell you because he's been here lots. My house is like a museum of weird things.
Hey, Joey, Sunday is the final day of meteorological summer.
The final day of meteorological summer, Frankie. Did you get everything you want to do this summer done?
Did you remember this? Labor Day weekend is the last chance for most people to go camping and things like this.
That's true. There's fire bans in effect in the Caribou now, Frankie. People going camping can't have campfires this weekend.
I literally feel like Manitoba has traded places with you guys. We had like fires all summer.
That'll be their one last chance for people to go camping down stateside on Labor Day weekend there too, where Jason Marshall lives.
Yeah, Jason Marshall, you think he's going camping? In Ohio? Do people go
That's
camping in Ohio?
Cockaboy's area.
I don't know if there's anywhere to camp in Ohio. It's just like farms everywhere mostly, eh? It's like a lot of farms.
On Labor Day weekend to both Canada and the United States travel, both countries.
Yeah, Labor Day, where we remember all the
Joey.
workers who've given their lives to make sure we have things like 8-hour work days, Frankie, and coffee breaks. You
And
know,
Labor Day in both Canada and the United States on the same day.
all these people who had to, back in the day, fight so that children didn't have to work in mines. That's why we have Labor Day now, and May Day as well.
And,
So
and the last day of summer vacation for teachers in my area is Labor Day as well.
How come you didn't show us your Russia videos, Frankie?
I'm going to do that now.
Okay, after
this.
Mike shows us lightning picture.
Yeah, and I got a little video of the lightning that I took that night. Pull up the sound.
Oh yeah, like 2 weeks ago, eh? Or 10 days ago?
2 weeks ago.
There's one Kirill backing off video, UFA Russia.
Okay, Frankie's got a Kirill backing off video coming up in 1 second. So Mike's just showing lightning there for you radio listeners.
Look at how crazy it is.
Yeah, there was a lot of lightning going on there. All righty. We got
all right.
6 minutes to go. We got 6 minutes to go, Frankie.
And I'm just share, click, content, share sound, equals, share. Here's the
Okay, we're a tornado outbreak in Siberia in this video.
It's USA Russia.
There's tents blowing around. It looks like something of a carnival or something, eh, Frankie? And there's all these buildings just blew right over. All these sheds. Sheds blew right over in Russia from strong winds. And you can hear people yelling in Russia. What she said, I'll translate. She said, "Pass the vodka."
And here's the radar.
Yeah, that's amazing. Yeah, it's like what is that? Like a weird buildings that blew over from like a carnival or something there. And then here, Frankie's got got some graphics showing the soundings, showing how weird the atmosphere was as you go up in height there. Soundings, Frankie. It's got the weird soundings there from Russia. Tornado-looking soundings. Yeah, whenever you got those weird things going every which direction, that's always a good sign there on your soundings. Hey, what do you got now, Frankie? Yeah, the building's blowing over. Now we got a tornado in Russia in the other flick. So many crazy things happen in Russia. You wouldn't believe it. It's a big country. And now we got this other videos Frankie's showing, just a nice, lovely lake with nobody screaming.
That's Bolap Bachkarov.
Oh, we don't have that. We can't share that audio.
I just mute the audio.
Yeah, mute the audio there. It's a beautiful cliff on a big body of water, a nice sky. Nobody's screaming in this video. It's just Russian pop music is all it is. And they're pillars. They're basalt pillars is what they look like. Basalt columns, Frankie.
They got their own record companies over there.
Those are lava. It's lava that cooled, basically, the basalt. Basalt. And they got a boat going right on by, too, radio listeners. You wouldn't believe it. Russia. It's actually a beautiful place there. It's actually a beautiful place. Yeah, boat going right by real fast there. That's a great video, Frankie. From Bolat Bakarov there in Russia.
Yakutsk.
And Yakutsk.
And I'm just I'm sharing.
I didn't know they had beaches in Russia, Frankie. Looks like a beach.
It's huge, man. Russia's so big, it's got everything, like at least 2 of them. Frankie, how would people...
But the government's corrupted.
The government's very corrupted, Frankie. The governments are corrupt everywhere. Have you not been noticing? I've been noticing this. It's like a thing going on planet Earth, that the rich and powerful people are corrupt, and they don't care about us. Seems to be a thing on planet Earth. It's been going on for a million years of humanity. A million years. How would the corrupt and the Russians and the rich and powerful and the government find you on the internet, Frankie?
If you want to find me on the social media, my blue skies at Frankie Back D, my ex formerly Twitter's at Frankie Back D, my link tree is Frankie Back Out, And my threads is at FrankieMacD1984. My Facebook is Frankie McDonald. My Instagram is FrankieMacD1984. My Reddit is FrankDo94. My TikTok is FrankDo94. My Clapper is FrankDo94. My Twitch is FrankDo94. My Snapchat is Frankie MECDON. My YouTube channel is Dogs Wolves. And my LinkedIn is Frankie McDonald. Best of luck there. I'm Frankie Donald. You're listening to Comedeorological Weather Report. Every Thursday night is 7 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Atlantic. Happy Labor Day, everybody!
Happy Labor Day. Happy end of meteorological summer, everybody. That's right. It's the end of meteorological summer. It's going to feel like summer for a little while longer, maybe even a week into September here, Frankie. It seems like the models are going to keep BC warm. Very, very warm. Hank is finally inside just in time to give us a Saskatchewan weather report there. You got 60 seconds, Hank.
Hey, hi. Brandon had a big storm, and on the same day I had a big storm, but it wasn't a Brooks-size storm. I had nickel-size hail. Nickels fell from the sky and bounced off my neighbor's driveway, 10 feet high. It just bounced like crazy. And then I followed it, and I ended up looking at a different storm over by North Battleford. That was 1 week ago plus a day, last week Wednesday, on the 20th of August.
We were really hoping you'd be with us last week because we had Jenny on even.
We noticed one of those updrafts was anticyclonic, somewhat surprisingly, right there next to Battleford, Saskatchewan. On that
I didn't notice it until you said it. You're like, this appears anticyclonic. And I looked at it, I was like, that is definitely spinning clockwise.
Don't see it very often. Sometimes they're right beside each other. A cyclonic one and an anticyclonic updraft can be beside each other sometimes. I've seen it anyways. Saw it in Alberta.
Time falls back in Europe a weekend before my time falls back. A weekend before Halloween, time falls back in Europe. In Egypt.
I hope they find the guy that started this and they kill him, Frankie. No more clock changes.
And like Michael, I'm going to go swimming to a beach on Saturday, not tomorrow, on Saturday on the weekend with my son, who his lifeguard job is finally up for the season. So he has a weekend off.
Well, and it's not surprising that there's a beach in Saskatchewan. It's just surprising that there's water.
Yeah.
There's a lot of beach there.
We have a lot of lakes in my area.
Yeah.
You guys are like the land of 10,000 lakes. Manitoba maybe only has 15 beaches within distance of Winnipeg. You guys have got like little lakes here and there, and feel like someone threw arrows at Saskatchewan and landed little lakes and little spots.
Okay. We're out of time. And Saskatchewan's got a lot of lakes, and if you swim in them, you might, and drink the water, you'll get giardia, and little bugs will make you itchy and all that, I'm sure. Yeah, lovely swimming in Saskatchewan. All right, that's the show this week. We'll see you next week, radio listeners, and the live stream will continue. Bye for now. Yeah,
that's
live
the
stream
show.
Continues. That's the show. Yeah, we ran out of time.
Show's over.
It was out of time. I was like, exactly.
Joey, you were mentioning getting bugs and itchiness. I had really bad swimmer's itch for 2 weeks.
Yeah, swimmer's itch, they call that. That's right.
It looked like I had sunburn on my back.
You got the sunburn and the swimmer's itch going on simultaneously.
No, it was really bad swimmer's itch. It turned into like sunburn, kind of like welts.
Good. Yeah.
So yeah, that's storm in the Arctic, the Amundsen Bay, or Amundsen Channel there, or Gulf. Yeah, that's where the storm's passing there. It's gonna be
Amundsen. Rowan.
Amundsen.
Rolled Amundsen.
When Brandon said storm in the Arctic, I thought for sure it'd be a thunderstorm or something.
Oh no.
And he's talking about this right here.
Oh yeah.
You guys
starting off.
I'm gonna go and look at the lightning tracker.
And starting off, so generally we have these coming into BC and into the Alaska Panhandle, but instead this high pressure is really pushing things to the north, right?
Oh yeah.
So look where the track is right now. The track is straight through Alaska, more or less, with these low pressure systems, and you can see it developing. Boom! Big winds on the backside of that low there. It's going to drop down into the low 980s at some point.
Did it have a bombogenesis?
Almost.
Close.
Almost.
Needs to drop 24 millibars in 24 hours to be a weather bomb.
Not at that latitude, though. That's only at your latitude, relatively speaking. So I think actually in the north it would be a further drop. It would be more than 24.
Like
when you
30, 40?
Like when you go south, it's like 30 if you go far enough south, right?
Mm-hmm.
There goes that kid. Okay, so I don't know if you can see this, but I got to stop this here and see if we can catch the guy quickly. Oh, he's already gone. Wait. Can you see the kid dragging the kayak?
No.
He's already gone.
Saw it briefly.
Briefly, yeah. So that kid went by like 3 hours ago dragging his kayak to the lake. It's like a kilometer to the lake.
Oh, wow.
He just went by dragging this little boat on by. And I wasn't laughing that much because I did that with a canoe once. I just put it on my head and went for it. So I got like a video of him going by the first time. See? Watch. No, wait. There he goes. Hey, wait, come back, image. There he goes, just walking his boat down the road there, eh? Taking his boat for a walk. His mom's like, supper's over. Go take your boat for a walk. Has anyone walked the boat today? There he goes. No, I thought it's great. That's the way to do it. Just be headstrong. That's how stubborn I am too about things in reality. Like just do it. I like that kid's attitude.
Oh yeah.
Just friggin' drag it down there and go. I might go take a paddle around, I think, in my kayak actually sometime soon because I haven't got nice pictures of the birds here. We got
Kind of reminds me of my younger days going to my grandparents' place and setting up their dock and having to lift it with having to lift something really heavy, having to carry their boat and hope that we drop the canoe in the river without it, sinking.
I was watching the ospreys flying around today, and I thought I should get out there and get some good videos of the ospreys hunting. I really love when they're hunting.
I saw a whole bunch of seagulls flying around in circles this afternoon. There's a lot of seagulls flying around nowadays in the city.
I want to come back as a seagull. Like in my next life.
I'm getting a lightning notification.
Because I think, like, why wouldn't you want to be a seagull? Think about it. Because, like, you can go on the water. You can go on the land. You can fly. And you can eat anything.
And you can give off saucy attitude.
And you can have saucy attitude. I want to be a seagull, I think, when I come back there. It's like if I get hungry, at least there's garbage still. I can eat garbage. All these other birds that are starving haven't figured it out. Just got to, like, harass the humans and get their garbage.
What about a pelican?
Yeah, I guess
big enough mouth to grab an entire fish.
Yeah, but then that's the thing. If you're a pelican, you're walking out with this, like, head that's, being weighed down by this giant beak. That'd be, like, really cumbersome. I don't want that kind of a beak. Just want, like, a normal beak. Right? Yeah, Brandon's rubbing his nose there. I was just thinking about how, like, little kids, you ever notice, like, little kids always have snot hanging out of their nose?
Yeah, that used to be me.
Like, every time you see them, you're like, hey, let me help you with that snot, kid. So you, like, you take a Kleenex and you wipe his, snot off. And then you look again and it's back.
Oh, yeah.
Like, where did that keep coming from? How does your little head produce that much snot all day? Like, if you weigh the sum amount of snot at the end of the day, some kids, their head produce more snot than their head weighs. Doesn't make any sense, man.
That storm was moved from Paradise Hill to Turtleford and somehow recycled and got lightning on it.
Like, that's just not a problem I ever have.
How are you guys seeing
I never walk around and just have snot hanging out of my nose. And it's like, how do you not notice, kid? And the kids just
What area of
ambivalent.
Saskatchewan are you in, Hank? Because I'm not seeing anything on the radar. I got radar scope up, but I can't get the butane radar to work.
There's nothing happening where Hank lives.
This is northeast of Lloydminster. So
Cold
it's
Lake. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I see it now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right now. Spruce Lake's getting hit. What a crazy name for a town! Like, is it Spruce or is it a lake? What is it? Which is it?
There's
And
probably
Tangle
spruce
Flags
trees around
is
the lake.
A little bit of
Oh, yeah.
lightning near Tangle Flags, Saskatchewan, right now.
It's like the town Gull Lake. Is it gulls or is it a lake?
You know, and then Thunderchild is just about to get the storms in Thunderchild, Saskatchewan. There you go.
Thunderchild.
Yeah, that's where you want to live.
Why is it all these places like Thunder Bay and Thunderchild always get thunderstorms? Like Thunder Bay has been slammed by some really potent MCSs this summer.
Nobody knows. Nobody knows. Well, I think
We probably saw thunderstorms. And let's call it Thunder Bay. Sitting there.
I think
watching a
Thunder Bay
storm.
is named after the thundering sound of the water.
Or that, yeah. That's probably more.
Yeah. Yeah, Thunder Bay is named after a bay as well. It's like the bay part. Shelter in place in Bonnacher, the west side of Bonnacher River. If you were in between Millennium Trail and the west side of Bonnacher River, please shelter in place and avoid the area. Armed individual in the area of Millennium Trail in Renfrew, back home in Ontario. Those in the vicinity, shelter in place. Crazy guy with a gun. That's all we need more of.
Well, hopefully it's not nothing like what happened in Minneapolis the other day. I heard that shooting that happened, just absolutely heartbreaking. I think it was at a church service or something on a Sunday.
Are you talking about a school shooting?
Yeah, that happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, they would go back to school early in America. They start early so that they can get their shooting on, early. They want to just get it on with. Let's get on with the shooting season. Crazy place, America. Well, anyways, I got kids here I haven't seen in 2 weeks. I got a dog that wants out. I think I'm done. And every time I look up, I'm like lower in the picture than I want to be. Like,
yep. Okay. Thanks.
Thanks you guys
for the show.
Oh, I knocked my friggin' thing off now.
Oh no.
That's definitely a wrap. Ah!
That's like me in the studio with the microphone. So, it's on attached to a hook, so sometimes I'm recording halfway through, it falls off. I think it's a sign to end, Joey.
Microphone like this one. It doesn't.
Yeah, it's kind of like yours, except I pulled it out of the thing it sits in.
Oh yeah.
There goes someone. There's a woman walking by. I'm here to report she does not have a kayak.
Oh.
Okay, that's the show for this week. We'll see everybody. Tune in on the radio if you can.
Go jump in a lake.
Yeah, thanks, crew. Thanks, everybody. Good to see you. And
good to see you, Joey.
Yeah. Okay.